We're going to go over intercepts in algebra. So yesterday we worked on putting everything in standard form, right, and getting the A, B, and C. So the reason we do that is because there's a shortcut to graphing. Alright? When it's in standard form, we can use intercepts. So the y-intercept is a coordinate point where it intersects the y-axis. So like football, what is an interception?
When you catch the ball after the end.
When you catch the ball, right? It's when you touch it. So when you're intercepting the y-axis, it's where that line is going to touch the y-axis. That's the y-intercept. Okay? Now on any graph, okay? On any graph, if you have a y-intercept, no matter where it is, okay? So no matter where these 3 points are, they all have the same x value in common. And what is that x value? 0, right? So on a y-intercept, the x value will always be 0. No, it is. When we're doing intercepts, it is. It's okay if it's 0. Yes? Exactly. So on an x-intercept, okay, so if we put points that intercept the x-axis, so an x-intercept, what do they all have in common? So y equals 0, right? So that's what we know. Okay, so x-intercepts, the y is always going to be 0. Y-intercepts, the x is always going to be 0, right? So that's what's happening here. So this right here is our x-intercept. It's intercepting the x-axis. And on the y-axis, this would be a y-intercept. Okay? Once we plot those 2 points, we can run a straight line through those points and make it linear. Okay, so the next thing we're going to go over, it says find the x and y intercepts. Okay, so here, I'm going to move this football to my x-intercept. So on my x-intercept, where would I move it? Left, left, left. Right there. So my x-intercept is -2. My y-intercept is +1. Very good. So there are my x and y-intercepts. And then that line runs straight through those points. Does everybody see that?
Wait, what were you saying about x-intercepting and y being 0?
Okay, so on an x-intercept here, this point is -2, 0, right? Excuse me. So on an x-intercept, the y value is 0. So this point right here is -2, 0, right? And then this point, the y-intercept, this point would be what? 0, 1. Good. So the x value is 0. All right? Okay, on here, let's try it again. So what is my x-intercept? 2? -2. And my y-intercept is? +3. Great. Okay, now here's a trick I'm going to show you. This is standard form. Remember standard form was ax plus by equals c? Okay, so on this problem, what would a be? Not 5x. 5. It's a number in front of x, right? B is -2, and c is? Okay, good. Now this is the trick. To find those points, this is why standard form is so handy. To find those points, this says find the x-intercept, right? What do we know about x-intercepts? Y is 0, right? So if I put a 0 in for y, -2 times 0 would be what? 0. So really, this term here is going to cancel. Because that's really a 0, right? So what's really left is 5x equals 10. So to solve for x, what would I do? Very good. Divide by 5 so that x is 2. Awesome. So now my x-intercept would be x is 2, y is 0. Great. So that's 1 point. So now, for the y-intercept, what do we know? X is 0. So if I do 5 times 0, what's that going to do? Cancel. So really, I could cover that up. This is called the cover-up method. Okay? So as long as it's in standard form, you can use this. We're going to cover up that whole term, and what's left? Negative 2y equals 10. So now to solve for y, what would I do? Good. Divide by negative 2. So y equals... So my y-intercept would be what? 0, negative 5. Good. Seem pretty easy? Okay, let's try another one. So first one says x-intercept. What do I know? Y is 0. So I'm going to cover up the y, right? So let's cover up this term. I'm left with... So I need to... Good. Awesome. So my x-intercept is 0, 4 or 4, 0? 4, 0. Remember, x always goes first. So for the next one, what am I going to do? Well, I'm finding the y-intercept, so what do I know? X equals 0. Yes, Christian? Perfect. So I'm going to cover up my x. So I've got 2y equals 16. I need to... Good. Divide by 2. Y equals 8. So it's very good. Okay, are you guys getting the hang of it? Okay, awesome.